Now this video is a little different and feels a little bit weird because I don't really talk about myself. But this journey has shaped everything that I do. So I hope that you're able to find a little bit of your story in it too. It all started, as most journeys do, when I was feeling quite lost. After starting university, I felt quite sad and lonely and stuck in my own mind. I was not handling the change well. It was overwhelming, and I was just grasping for something to pull me out. Then in spring of 2020, I randomly picked up The Power of Now, and something clicked. That book was my lifeline. I knew right then and there that this was the path that I needed to walk. My parents used to always educate me on spirituality and personal development, but I never really used to buy any of it. In addition, they never explicitly told me that I should follow this path, or they never explicitly guided me towards this kind of path. But after reading The Power of Now, I felt a calling. So a few months after reading The Power of Now, I started working on the logo for documenting with my two best friends, Emma and Emma. That's how documenting was born. But since then, this channel has grown so much. Yet I've never actually taken the time to tell you about me until now. I was born in Nottingham, England, and that is where my full extended family lives. Family means everything to me, and I would say that it pretty much makes the cut for my #1 priority. Anyways, we all support Nottingham Forest, this team right here, because they're the best team. My support for Nottingham Forest and watching my brother practice was where my love for football, soccer, began. Shortly after I was born, my family of 4 moved to Moscow for about 8 years. Then we moved to Copenhagen, Denmark, and that's where I really discovered my passion for playing football, science, and just a sense of adventure. We also got my dog Jasper in Copenhagen, but he sadly passed away after 15 long years in June of this year. My teenage years flew by, and for sophomore year of high school, we moved to New Jersey, where my parents still live. I finished high school on the Upper West Side of New York City. Now I'm 23, living in Boston with my girlfriend and my best friend, Emma and Emma. I work full-time as a research coordinator in a neuro lab, scanning brains until late into the night. And I was able to get that job because I have a degree in neuroscience and philosophy from Boston University. Now that's the overall timeline, but I want to give you some more unique details about me just so you can understand me better and who I am. I'm a pescatarian. I'll eat what I can catch, so fishing is quite a fun hobby and passion of mine. I'm quite the hobbyist. I'll get obsessed with something for a few months and then my interest slowly fades. Some of those hobbies include beading, skateboarding, whittling, celery juicing. I kind of go through phases and fads. I like to do ice baths in the winter because I don't want to pay for ice all summer long. And every time I do fill up my ice bath, I have to carry buckets of water from my tub upstairs 2 flights down. I have a tattoo on the back of my arm that says focus, and it looks quite daunting and it's in quite a dark font, but really it's just to remind me to stay in the present moment and focus on what's around me right now. This is Rhino. I've had him since I was a baby and I still sleep with him every night. I've always felt compelled to do something extremely physically demanding, something that people think is impossible. Yet I'm not entirely sure what that is yet. Maybe it's like running the circumference of England or whatever. Just something that people think is impossible. And I know I want to do it for a good cause. I don't always feel like I fit in, and despite maybe appearing confident when I make these videos, I'm actually quite a shy individual. Not really shy, but I am definitely the quieter person in a group. Being braver in terms of my communication or public speaking is something I'm actually working on. I do have a goofy side, but given the content that I produce, it's kind of hard to portray that. But maybe I should try and include that a bit more. And now if you're still here, it's time for a little bit of a vulnerable truth. Even though I love planning and organizing, I don't necessarily have a clear direction for my future. That kind of unknown hangs over me and gives me anxiety, even though I try my best to be present in this moment. But hey, I feel like I'm doing some things right. At the end of the day, I'm just a person who's trying to figure things out. Just like you. I create these videos in hopes that sharing my journey will help you reflect on your own and will just help your life in any way, even if it's the smallest, littlest amount. I want to try and make more videos where you kind of get more candid insights into my life, because I think that that's something I like watching in other YouTube channels. Like, I watch daily vlogs and I think they're so enjoyable. So I want to try and create videos that are also more candid, just so you can get a sense of what I'm doing every day. It's mostly working, but I think that would be both enjoyable for me to create, and I think it's kind of cozy sometimes to watch too. Let me know about yourselves in the comments. I'd love to learn more about you and who my followers are, and honestly what you're struggling with in life so that I can try and best offer my advice on it. Or if I don't have advice, so we can work through it together. Because really, when you guys comment, I learn from you guys so much each and every day. You provide me with new insights I had never even thought of before. So yeah, there's a video about me. I hope you're able to find the littlest of takeaways given the lifestyle that you live and the conditions that you face. We're back to a regular video next week. This was just kind of to introduce myself, and hopefully you like it. Hopefully it's fun. And yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Peace.